I'm Dustin Saldarriaga, an immigration lawyer with Scott Legal PC in New York City. In this video, we're continuing our series on the EB-5 immigrant investor visa by taking a step back and looking at the two pathways to pursue an EB-5 green card, the Regional Center Program and the direct investment option. While the fundamental requirements for both involve a substantial investment that leads to the creation of jobs for U.S. workers, there are a number of important differences between them, and that'll be what we walk through in this video. But before we get started, please take a moment to subscribe. On our YouTube channel, we keep you updated on our firm's most current and trustworthy information about U.S. immigration, including options to visit, work, or live in the United States. For those of you who are thinking about applying for a green card by making an investment in the United States, the EB-5 immigrant visa is probably one of the first options you consider. The EB-5 is an immigrant visa that provides permanent residence, also known as a green card, to someone who invests $1,050,000 into a business in the United States. The investment amount can be reduced to $800,000 if the business is located in a rural or high unemployment area, also called a targeted employment area. After the applicant makes the investment, those funds must be used to create at least 10 jobs for U.S. workers per EB-5 investor. One of the first decisions you'll need to make in the EB-5 application process is whether you're applying through the Regional Center Program or the Direct Investment Program. These are the two pathways to an EB-5 immigrant visa, and they have some big differences. The Direct Investment Program looks like a traditional business arrangement, with the EB-5 applicant investing directly into a business that then directly employs the workers who fill the 10 newly created positions. The applicant must engage in the day-to-day management of the business or the formation of policies for it. There must be an employer-employee relationship between the business and its employees, and the employees will typically receive a W-2 form showing their compensation. To illustrate the direct investment option, think of a restaurant. The EB-5 applicant would start the restaurant, invest the required amount into it, and employ 10 people as servers, cooks, dishwashers, hosts and hostesses, etc. The restaurant would directly employ these workers, and the EB-5 applicant will usually have an active role in managing and growing the business. Before March 15th, 2022, there could be more than one EB-5 investor applying through a single direct investment project. For example, two EB-5 investors could invest the required amount into a single restaurant and grow the restaurant staff to 20 employees. However, after March 15th, 2022, any project that supports more than one EB-5 investor must be a registered regional center project. So let's take a look at what a regional center project is and how the regional center program differs from the direct investment program. A regional center project is usually a large-scale, capital-intensive project like a hotel or a resort. Regional center projects can require tens of millions of dollars and allow EB-5 investors to pool their funds together. A single regional center project might support dozens of EB-5 investors. Regional center projects must be approved by the Department of Homeland Security. Regional center projects are usually in targeted employment areas, allowing EB-5 investors to qualify with the lower $800,000 investment amount. Also, the EB-5 investors in a regional center project usually have no active role in the project. Instead, they look a lot like passive investors. As with a direct investment project, each EB-5 investor in a regional center project must show that their investment has created at least 10 jobs for U.S. workers. But unlike with a direct investment project, with the regional center option, the government will allow indirect jobs to be counted toward the employment requirement. Whereas direct jobs are those where there's an employer-employee relationship between the EB-5 business and the employee, an indirect job is one that was created as a result of the EB-5 business, but that's not directly employed by it. For example, if the EB-5 business is a hotel, indirect jobs might include construction workers who are contracted to build the hotel. Regional center program applications can also include induced jobs. which are jobs that are created when direct and indirect employees spend incomes that are generated by the Regional Center project. This is also not available to direct investment program applications. Given the fact that the EB-5 investor can have such a passive role and that most Regional Center projects are in targeted employment areas, it might not be surprising that the majority of EB-5 applicants pursue the Regional Center option rather than the direct investment option. But there are some downsides with the Regional Center option that are important to keep in mind. One of the big ones is that Congress must proactively fund the Regional Center program, and if it fails to do so, the program shuts down. We saw this happen in 2021 and 2022 when Congress failed to reauthorize the program, and USCIS, as a result, stopped processing Regional Center applications for almost 9 months. Fortunately, when Congress reauthorized the Regional Center program in 2022, it also ensured that the program would continue to function through September 30th, 2027. So we have at least a few years to see whether Congress will again fail to reauthorize the program. Another downside of the Regional Center program is the burdensome record-keeping requirements. Not only must the Regional Center file an application with USCIS that's in addition to the I-526 application that each investor must file, but the Regional Center must also file an annual statement with USCIS. The law also requires that the Department of Homeland Security audit each Regional Center at least once every 5 years. For many EB-5 applicants, the ability to be a passive investor outweighs the burdens that apply to the Regional Center program. However, for those who wish to have a more active role in growing and developing a business in the United States, the direct investment option remains a great choice for many. We hope this video exploring the differences between the Regional Center and direct investment EB-5 options was helpful. If it was, please click the like and subscribe buttons to stay updated on future videos about visa options and travel to the US. Thank you for watching.